Okay, everybody, don't spend the $5 bills that you see in this video because they're selling online for a ton of money and you don't want to spend a $5 bill that's worth a lot more money than $5, right? So let's go into this video, go over some rare bills, what you need to look for, and let's get right into it. So first of all, we have this 1999 $5 bill that's sold online for a lot of money. Now, if you can't tell already, it's going to come down to the serial numbers here. This is kind of a mouthful, but it is designated by PMG as a binary radar repeater rotator. All you need to know is that this is a really rare serial number. The first thing, binary, just means there's only ones and zeros. Next, you can see that it is a radar. So it reads the same way from the front to the back. The first and the last digit are 1, the second 2 are zeros. Going inward, they match. It's a bit overkill. All you need to know is that there's a bunch of ones and zeros. It's a cool looking serial number, and that's why it sold for $216. $504. Whenever I see an old bill like this one's from 1981, it makes me really excited because it means that there are rare bills out there that no one knows about that are selling online for a lot of money. So look at this one. It sold for $504, and this is why. You can see it got graded at a very fine 20. That means it was in circulation for a long time. It was passing people's hands. People had no idea what they were looking at. They thought it was another normal $5 bill. You can see on the back top right, even someone wrote on this bill. Now, writing on your bill is highly advised against. Do not do that because you will be decreasing the value of your bill. This specific banknote right here has what we call a mismatched prefix error. The prefix is the first digit in the serial number. The suffix is the last digit in the serial number, which is an A. But you can see the bottom left serial number has a J as the prefix. The top right serial number has a K in the prefix. Very collectible, very, very sought after. One little tip and trick I'm going to show you right here is look at the district seal letter on the left hand side. That big black J there should always match the prefix in the serial number. So for example, the big black J matches the J at the start of the serial number on the left, but you can see it does not match the serial number at the top right where you have it starting with a K. If the district letter does not match the first letter in the serial number, you have something very, very rare, like in this case where you have a mismatched prefix error and it sold for $504. All right, very cool. So there's 100 notes here in this 2003 $5 pack. So there's a face value of $500, right? You have 100 notes at $5 each, that's $500. What someone did here is they bought this pack back in 2008 for $500. It looks like they got 3 different packs, but what they did was they got a star note pack. So this is a consecutive pack where the star notes go all the way up consecutively in order. So for example, the last 3 digits are going to be 901, 902, 903, etc. for 100 different notes. So this person pretty much just doubled their money holding on to it. They did nothing really. That's a great return on your investment there, doubling up your money. They were able to sell this pack for $1,020. Interesting. So this $5 bill has what we call a printed fold over error. You can see on the left hand side, the seal and the serial number should not be that far over. What happened is during the printing process, the bill got folded over and printed on. What's really unique to me is the fact that it's in such a low grade. How could something like this go through circulation for such a long time without someone noticing it and saying, wait a second, there's something seriously wrong with this $5 bill. I think it's going to be worth a lot more money than just $5. Let me hold on to it, keep it safe. That didn't actually happen. People kept using this bill, and I'm telling you right now, if the condition looked better, if it didn't have as many folds, didn't have as many stains, things like this, it would have sold for a lot more money than $164. $1,560. Let's start on the back of this bill, this 2006 $5 bill. Look in the bottom right hand side, you're going to see a small little plate position. It's called a backplate number. Now the backplate number is mainly BEP employees. They're the ones that really care about this number. You don't need to care about what the number is, but what you do need to care about is the size. So we want to be looking out for mule notes. Now mule notes happen when the back and the front of a bill should not go together. One easy way to tell if you have a mule note is by the size of the backplate number compared to the size of the front plate number. So on the front of this bill, you're going to see 2 front plate positions, one at the bottom right and one at the bottom left. The numbers are going to be the same size, but the bottom right front plate position before the letter and the number, which don't matter to you, you're going to see an FW. The FW means that this bill was produced at the Fort Worth, Texas facility. If your bill does not have an FW anywhere, that means it was produced at the Washington, D.C. facility. Keep in mind, there's only 2 places in the whole U.S. that makes paper money, and those are the 2 places, Texas and Washington, D.C. This banknote is not a mule note, but it is a very rare serial number. So this is an ascending ladder ladder serial number, meaning that it goes from 0 all the way to 7 consecutively. Something like this is very rare and valuable to any collector, especially if it's able to attain this high of a grade at a 66, because this example sold for $1,560. Starting at the back of this bill, once again sold for $2,280. Nothing looks out of the norm here. Do remember that during the production process of paper money, the back is the first print when it comes to paper money. Then we flip it over to the front. You can see everything that is doubled here is the second print, and the third and final print when it comes to paper money is going to be that overprint, which is the seals and the serial numbers there. The second print here has a partial double overprint. Very, very cool, very collectible, and that is why it sold for $2,280. $4,800 for this 1934 $5 bill. Remember, 1928 is the first year the US started making small sized paper money. Before that, we had large sized bills. We sometimes call these horse blanket notes. More on that in a different video. What you need to know here is that this 1934 $5 bill is a light green seal. You can see the seal and the serial numbers are light green. Light green seals are more collectible in the general sense of things than dark green seals. Also, this is a star note. Star notes happen during the printing production. When there's an error on a sheet of bills, the US BEP will produce a new sheet of paper money with a star at the end of the serial number, signifying it's a replacement note for an error. Very cool. This bill, because it's a star note light green seal graded by PMG at a 6040 PQ from 1934, this one sold for $4,800. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about paper money, I made a completely free coin and currency ebook down below. Click on that link. You can pick it up completely free, no strings attached, and I will see you guys in the next video.